Hey everyone, I'm going to talk about how to find the area of a circle. And that's your essential question. That's the key idea. The area of a circle is a product of pi and the square of the radius. So the formula looks like this: A equals pi r squared. And your answer, the units are squared also, because remember area is two-dimensional. Like how much flooring would you need to put? You know, you have a length and a width. So hopefully you watched the video before this that kind of talked about this idea here, where the relationship between a rectangle or parallelogram and a circle, and the height of your parallelogram is equal to the radius of your circle, and how you can take area equals base times height and derive the formula for a circle. So hopefully you saw that video. And today we're just going to work through kind of part one of the lesson, and it's basically just finding the area of a circle. So yes, the notes have 2 pages here, okay, but this is going to be part 2, and I'm going to do that in a different video. So here we go. Okay, so you will see approximations for pi in 2 different ways. One is approximately 3.14. And another version is this fraction of 22 over 7, which is pretty similar to 3.14 also. You can see 3.14, so using different numbers helps you figure things out. So we're just going to follow the directions here. So here is this first example, example A. It says find the area of the circle, and it's actually asking us to use 22 over 7 for pi. Okay, and you can see why there's a relationship between the numbers here, okay? So first look at the circle that you're given. This is the radius, and I know that because it's from the center out, not all the way across. Remember our little stick figure person, that's radius. And that would be diameter with both arms out, okay? So always start by writing your formula. A equals pi r squared. And you'll notice when I do this, I leave it in terms of pi till the very, very end, okay? So this is A equals pi. My radius is 7, so this is going to be times 7 squared. Remember, squared, it's not times 2. This is 7 times 7, okay? So 7 times 7 is 49 times pi. This is something we say in terms of pi. And I'm showing this to you because in 8th grade you leave it like this and you work with this a whole lot, okay? So now it's asking us to actually multiply but use 22 over 7 instead of the pi symbol. So this is going to be A is approximately 49 times 22 over 7. I could make this a fraction also, 49 over 1 times 22 over 7. And if you look here, there's some cross canceling. 7 divides into 7 once, 7 divides into 49 7 times, 7 times 22. So A is approximately 154 centimeters cubed. Don't forget this part, okay? Area is 2-dimensional. So you can't forget to square your units. Now, you don't have to use 22 over 7 each time. I just did because the directions asked for it. If I was to use 3.14, okay, I would just go 49 times 3.14, and you can see that you get 153.86. which is really close to this, okay? Both of those are approximations because pi is an irrational number, so we approximate when using it. Okay, let's look at example B. Find the area of the circle. This time it's asking us to use 3.14 for pi, and honestly, guys, this is what you're gonna use pretty much every single time. They're just showing you how you can use it differently when you have compatible numbers. Okay, here's our circle. It has a diameter of 26 inches, okay, but our formula needs a radius. So I need to take my diameter and divide it by 2 to get my radius. So this is 26 divided by 2, and that's 13. Okay, so this is my radius, 13 inches. So A equals pi r squared. A equals pi times 13 squared. Again, that's 13 times 13. So A is equal to 169 pi. So A is equal to 169 times 3.14. So A is approximately 530.66 inches squared. Okay? So all you need is a radius, and you use your formula A equals pi r squared. All right? So I want you to pause it, and I want you to try these two down here on your own. And it's one of each. One's asking you to use 3.14 for pi, and this one's asking you to use 22/7. Keep in mind, question 1, they give you the radius. Question 2, they give you the diameter, so don't forget to take half of that. Okay, so go ahead and pause it and give those a try. Okay, hopefully you paused it. Number 1's pretty simple, okay? The area is about 113.04 feet squared, okay? You had your radius, you had pi, punch it into a calculator. I'll work out number 2 for you, okay? If the diameter is 28 meters and the radius is 14 meters, and it's asking us to use 22/7. So A is equal to pi r squared. A is equal to pi times 14 squared. 14 squared is 196 times pi, but instead of pi, I'm going to use the 22/7. I'm going to come right here because I'm running out of space. So this is 196 over 1 times 22/7. Okay, I'm going to divide both of these by 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 196 divided by 7 is 28. So now I just have 28 times 22, and I get 616 meters squared for my area. Okay, now, if you just use 3.14 for pi, it would be 196 times 3.14, and you see you get 615.44. Okay, in your practice work, it will tell you to use either one. I highly, highly suggest you just use 3.14 for pi and calculate away. Okay, see you later.